Hello, this is video number 2 on zone entries. This is when we do have numbers, so it's like a 3-on-2 or like a 3-on-1 when they only have one guy on the back check. So we'll go through a couple scenarios here. The first one is one we've been talking about forever, and if I coached you last year and the year before, it's nothing new. But we're gonna have F1 with the puck, right? And we're gonna have F2. He goes far post. All right, so F1 has the option of passing to F2 far post, or, you know, if he has a shot, shoot, and F2 should be there for the rebound or deflection or screen or anything like that, right? So and remember, F2, even if you're not open, you're still going far post, because what you're doing is you're drawing a defender to the net. All right, so that's going to create open ice right here, because that defender, weak side D, has to follow you to the net. All right, so if anything, you're a diversion. So in this case, you know, F1 has the puck, F2 is going far post, full speed. All right, so here we got F3. We say F3 trails, right? On a zone entry, F3 trails. So if the strong side D has good gap and good stick, you know, he has a stick on the inside lane, so F1 can't make a cut or can't pass it that way. F3, the only passing lane is directly behind F1, so he's going to go behind F1, right? F3 calls for the drop, then F1 goes to the net, then this guy can take it inside and shoot, okay? But if F1 has the puck and this guy doesn't have good gap, right? F2 is going far post. He doesn't have good gap and this passing lane is open. F3 should just trail. If there's a passing lane and open ice between, when I say between the dots, it means between these dots, right? It's if between the dots is open, and if he can get that past you between the dots, take the open ice and trail over here, right? So if the bad guy, strong side D, his stick is like way down here, or if it's not even in the passing lane, that opens up this passing lane in the middle of the ice. It's better to take a pass between the dots than directly behind F1. So F3, read the situation. I mean, if the only passing option for F1 is behind F1, then get right behind F1 and call for the drop. But if between the dots is open, go between the dots and call for the puck, right? So that's the zone entry we've kind of been talking about all season. Here's another one. F1 has the puck, right? And we have F2. Again, he's going to go to the net on a 3-man zone entry. And we got a defenseman. Sorry. We got defenseman here. Oh boy. We got a D here and a D here. This guy has to follow F2 to the net. Right here, I think I saw Ev do this, maybe against Miami. F1 can gain the zone with speed, and then he can curl and just skate across the top of the circle, right? So he's buying time and space for himself. You couldn't do this with a back checker. If there's a back checker here, right? Or if it was 3-on-3, the third guy would just step up. Or if there's a good back pressure, he would just shut it down. But we're talking about when we do have numbers, it's a 3-on-2. So F1, you're going to gain the blue line with speed, then you're going to cut. And as you're doing that, F3 zone entry is going to go to the net. F2 and F3 are going to drag the defenseman to the net, and that creates a lot of time and space for F1. he can curl in, take a shot, or hit F3 that's going to the net. Okay, so in this scenario, you're gonna gain the blue line, then cut across the blue line as F2 and F3 go to the net. And you can either hit one of them with a pass, or they're gonna draw both defensemen to the net, and then you'll have time and space up top to get a shot off, okay? And this is the white whale. I've been talking about this move for a while. We called it the thing a couple years ago. It never happens, but it's fun to talk about. All right, with no back pressure, F1 can gain the zone, right? F2 is going to go to the net. Nothing new there, right? F3 is also going to gain the zone. F3 calls for, or F1, either one calls for a cross. F1 goes this way. Crap. F1 goes this way with the puck, right? F3 skates this way. Drop pass. F1 goes to the net. Now F3 has the puck. And it's a shot, right? So you can call for F3 can call, or F1 can, if F3 is right there in the zone entry and you don't have any back pressure, you can call for a cross and you guys switch, right? We do this in practice in that passing drill. This is F1, this is F3, cross, drop pass. Now F3 has the puck. The cool thing about this is the way I set up most of the lines, F3 is probably in this scenario on his natural side, right? And then when he gets this drop pass, he's on his off wing. So any forward that has time and space in the offensive zone on their off wing has a better look at the net, okay? Because the puck's more towards the middle of the ice. There's more area of the net to shoot at. So this can create a forward with the puck on the off wing with time and space on a zone entry, okay? So just to recap real quick, this is for a zone entry when we have the numbers. Either they only have one back checker or it's a 3-on-2. Or it's a 3-on-1 with one back checker. It's a 3-on-2 with no back checkers. We have the drop pass, F3 trails. We have when F1 cuts across the blue line and F3 and F2 crash the net. And then we have when F1 cuts across the blue line, F3 crosses, drop pass, shot on net. Okay, so this is different than when we don't have numbers. When we do have numbers, we want to get a shot off the rush.